Hey, good evening, everybody, man. I hope everybody had a great day, blessed day, man. Y'all already know who it is, man. It's your boy Coach coming in. Man, today we just gonna talk about a little football, man, the college football, just some little expectations for tomorrow's games. And, hopefully everybody's team wins. Sorry. Hey, if you're not rolling with the tide, I don't care. But anyway, man, you already know I start off the right way, man. I start off by telling you, every day above that dirt is a blessing no matter what. Stop all that stress. I'm always gonna say that, man, no matter what. So it is what it is. You know, and like I always say, man, I hope everybody had a good day today, man. I really do, man. Fridays, be one of the good days of the weekend. The start of the week, everybody get ready to kick back and chill, all et cetera, et cetera. And for myself, man, that's just like one day left for football. So that's why I always be kind of looking forward to Saturdays. Plus, it do be football. If you a person like myself and you go to high school football games, saying all things like that, then Fridays be one of the exciting days also. So Fridays really kick off during football season. I say Fridays really kick off the excitement. Today, man, we had a good game on ESPN, man. If y'all ain't catch the Louisville and Florida State game, man, Florida State won 35-31. But, man, Louisville had a good shot, man. Malik Cunningham, I'm going to tell y'all, man, and everything's really just my opinion. What's happening, Ant? Salute to you, big dog. You already know, man. Did you see the game today, man, with Florida State and Louisville, man? I was just finna talk about Malik Cunningham, man. Malik Cunningham, man, he's been an athletic, gifted kid for a very long time, man. He's from the state of Alabama. So that's how I kind of, know about him a little bit. I can't even lie. It ain't just because of Louisville. Because if it was just because of Louisville, I probably wouldn't know too much about him. I just know his name and his stats or whatever. But, the kid's been good for a very long time. He's been very athletic. One thing about him, man, he just, when you following in the legend footsteps, sometimes, man, the expectations be so high. And that's what really hurt him. He came behind one of the greatest, probably if not the greatest football player in Louisville history in Lamar Jackson. See what I'm saying? And that's rough to come behind him. Man, if you look at his career stats and what he has done over his time in Louisville, man, his stats actually match up with Lamar. But at the same time, he been there longer than Lamar too. So he kind of yes, it was a good game. And it was a good game, man. The score ended up being 35-31, man. Florida State ended up pulling it out. But I say this, Jordan Travis got hurt. He was on crutches, man. So, that might kind of hurt Florida State for the rest of the year. They haven't diagnosed him and said what's really wrong with him yet. So, excuse me, we don't really know. But he was in crutches at the end of the game. He was in crutches after halftime, matter of fact, because I caught a little bit at the beginning of the game, and then I caught halftime and on. I caught third quarter, fourth quarter. But, man, it was really, like I say, man, it was a really good game, man. Seriously, man. That's one thing I can say about ESPN. They try to match up when they do their college games throughout the week. Because, if you're a college football fan, then, they ESPN throw the MAC action in, on a Wednesday night or Tuesday night come late October, November, trying to put in the time slots. But those games actually be kind of good if you're a football fan. And then like tonight, they're going to always have a Friday night game. But then, they try to not to compete with the NFL when it comes to Thursday night football. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. But they're trying to do Fridays now. So they try to put up a good matchup. Like next week, we're going to see how that matchup is next week with Virginia and Syracuse. But this week, like I said, man, it was a good matchup, bro. And I was surprised, actually, man, Florida State pulled it out because Louisville, man, they got a good team. What happened with it, Gordo, man? You already know what it is, man. Salute to you, big dog. Man, they actually, man, got a good feisty ass team. It's just, man, Louisville make too many mental mistakes. Like on the final drive tonight, they had a chance to win. Malik Cunningham was driving the ball, and he did a lot of scrambling, and he overshot the receiver on the sideline through a pick. Now the dude number 3, man, what's his name? Benson from Florida State. Bro, that dude made a hellified, I'm talking about toe touching grab on the sideline for the game sealing interception, it was a hell of a play. But if Malik Cunningham would have just, got under control just a little bit, the dude was wide open on the sideline for an easy pass. He could have caught and stepped out of bounds. They had the first down, kept on driving. And they would have been in the red zone at that time too. So, that's just like the first game when they lost to Syracuse. Say they beat themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. So Louisville got a real good team, but like I was saying, man, Malik Cunningham, man, he just came behind a legend. And when you come behind a legend in some form of aspect, man, people be remembering and being like, okay, now you come behind the legend, you supposed to keep it rolling. See what I'm saying? And whatever, just look at the coaching ranks, look at the player ranks, and all that stuff, man. And you just think about it. It's really hard to succeed. You need to be the man after the man, if that make any sense. Like, you know what I'm saying, with Peyton Manning. Just think about with Peyton Manning. With Peyton Manning, what he did in Indianapolis, they've been trying to find that for a minute. And then when he went to Denver, his success in Denver, they was like, oh, whoa, we got to find that. So you guys just think, I was just using that as an example, though. But you got to think of like things like that, just like in coaching ranks. When the head man for Florida State left, they've been trying to find that success for a very, very long time, just like down in Texas. You know what I'm saying? When Mack Brown left, man, they've been trying to find that for a very long time. Salute, audio. You already know what it is, big bro. Hey, man, y'all already know YouTube lingo. I ain't got to do all that. But, man, tonight, man, like I said, we just going to talk about some games that's going to be coming on tomorrow, man, and how I feel. And, yeah. But Tony Dungy, I don't know, man. Tony Dungy, I'm going to say this. What's the name lucked up after that? But it's just hard for that one. excuse me, y'all. I got, trying not to smoke. It's hard on that one. You know what I'm saying? But man, tomorrow, man, it's not a real great slate of games. You know what I'm saying? When I say games of marquee top 25 matchups, it's not a lot of those. But it is some interesting games tomorrow. Like one of the teams that I can't stand the most, and I can't stand these people the most, man, that's Auburn. Auburn is playing Penn State. I call them PU State. I call them because they, what happened with them and their allegations and what, came out and transpired with their university. I call them PU State now. But, sometimes I'm going to tell you like this. I can't stand Auburn and I never root for Auburn. I want them people to lose. And I really, really hope Penn State come down here to the state of Alabama tomorrow, man. They already here and dress up and really did put it on Auburn Tigers tomorrow, man. And right now, man, I ain't even talking about the point spreads, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that, man. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all already know the people that go see it, people that come in, all that good stuff. But I ain't even talking about the betting aspect tonight of, you know what I'm saying, because everybody get into the betting aspect. I just like to talk about the football side of it and what's going to happen like that, man. And I really feel like Auburn is, how they've been doing Brian Harsin, they deserve every justice that's going to come to them this season. Because this is one thing I hate about certain schools, man. Certain schools, when you playing against, I'm gonna use. I always have to use certain schools, but I no disrespect, but when right now with the Texas situation and Auburn situation, Auburn got to play Georgia, Auburn got to play Alabama every year, and right now Georgia and Alabama is winning national championships, winning SEC championships. So Auburn is impatient. So they looking at like, ooh, we need to be like them, man. You hurt yourself. See, it's just like Texas. See what I'm saying? When their reputation of being the money school, their reputation of being, hey man, we big Texas. See what I'm saying? We should be on top. That's how they boosters and stuff is so dang on impatient and won't let the process heal out. And it actually hurts the team. And what they got going on up there in Auburn, man, is not right, because you're actually hurting your whole program. Shit, you got kids decommitting because now, they know, hey, I'm not going to a lame duck situation. See what I'm saying? Brian Harsin might not even be there next year. See what I'm saying? And then we don't know who's coming in. So I don't know who's going to be my coach next year. Plus, they done lost their AD and all that good stuff, man. Like I say, man, you just got to really be sometimes patient with yourself. See what I'm saying? Give it a couple of years. Just like, you know what I'm saying, with Nebraska situation, at least they gave Scott Frost a couple years to say, hey man, now you done had a whole goddamn on recruiting class around here, and you still can't do nothing, man. So that's the you need to, hey, we got to get this together. See what I'm saying? He still couldn't get together. He still kept making the same mistakes, same mistakes. So they was like, all right, man, it's time to go. See what I'm saying? But that's one thing I can say about Nebraska. At least they gave the man a chance. He had a whole recruiting cycle. See what I'm saying? So then was all his players. So he had no excuse about this was this man players and all this and all that. He had no excuses on that. So I'm saying, and that's what I mean by giving coaches chances. See what I'm saying? But hey, man, and speaking about Nebraska, man, they play Oklahoma tomorrow, and I'm really interested to see how Nebraska show up. Are they just gonna lay down for the rest of the year and just be like, oh well, or they gonna really be like, you know what, man, let's do something. And why not? It's what the red, what they call it, the red river. No, that's excuse me. I'm not gonna say that. That's not that. That's the Texas and Oklahoma. That's not that. Excuse me. But it's one of these little rivalries that they have. You know what I'm saying? So many of them out here. But this is a rivalry game, even though they're in different conferences now. But this is a rivalry game. Let's go back to the old Southwest Conference or some shit like that, man. Let's go back long time ago type of rivalries, man. And what a better chance to show the college football world, hey man, we ain't no slouches. Hey man, we ain't trash. See what I'm saying? We finna goddamn gonna play for us now. See what I'm saying? And why not show the world against, hey, big bag Oklahoma? Now Oklahoma got a good solid defense, man. I'm talking about good solid defense. That's one thing, man, Coach Brent Venables is gonna do. You see what I'm saying? He's gonna have his defense. I don't give a shit where he at. He can be at Tougaloo College. Tougaloo College will have one of the best daggone defenses in whatever conference. And what I'm saying, if they had a football team. But it's just an example. But like I say, Brett Venables is going to have his defense rolling. Then he had that transfer quarterback that came in from UCF, Gabriel, and Gabriel was actually a real decent quarterback down there. He was doing some good things. He just got hurt. See what I'm saying? And then, with Gus Malzahn coming in, changing the offense up, he just didn't fit. So he went to an offense that fits him better, and he's actually keeping it going. So I honestly really am interested to see what Nebraska is going to do in that game tomorrow. Like, for real, man. But Tommy was the Brad Timmy, number 15, with the shit back in the day, bro. I still remember that run in the national championship game right now, man, where everybody had him bottled up, and he just kept them feet moving, and got up out of there and scored a touchdown. And everybody, ooh, bro, them teams for real, man. Them teams, that was football was different back then, though. And see what I'm saying? Just think about the hits. See what I'm saying? But you gotta think about, people was a little bit smarter too then. Lyman was, 6'2", 6'1", 6'3" at the max. Now they 6'7", 6'8". Hey, you got a 6'10" lineman out that motherfucker now, 320 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but them was the days though, for real, yo. Seriously, big dog, for real. Them was the days, man. Like, man. But and just think about like this game right here, that Oklahoma-Nebraska game. That's an old smash mouth type of game, man. And if Nebraska come out and really just, be disciplined and really just be like, you know what, man, I'm ready to play some football, man. This ain't about the coach, because it's been a lot of allegations coming out now by Scott Frost and what he had going on. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you never know. So it might have just been the coach. That's gonna be a real good game tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, bruh. Georgia start off early in the morning. Boom, 11 o'clock my time. We want Georgia say, hey, we finna wake the world up early in the morning, man, when they got South Carolina. And I really want to see what Spencer Rattler gonna do. Because, he's the transfer that came from Oklahoma. And, that first year, from Oklahoma. That first year he was in Lincoln Riley's system, he looked good. And then, last year he was suspect. And they put in the Caleb Williams kid, and Caleb Williams took off. See what I'm saying? Caleb Williams was actually a better quarterback, and hell, numbers don't lie. And Spencer Rattler brought his talents on over to the SEC and said, hey, he's going to take the SEC by storm, et cetera, et cetera. So we're going to really see tomorrow, because this is the real deal. First time he playing up against a real deal. And then he couldn't even, look, hey, man, he couldn't take y'all. So if he couldn't take y'all, bro, what you think they finna do, bro? That defense goddamn Georgia is finna put the brakes on him, bro. Ooh, that's why I'm like, yeah, I want to see that game. I want to, peep in to tune in just a little bit. I probably ain't gonna watch the whole game, but I'm gonna tune in just a little bit just to see how bad Georgia defense destroy that dude. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. dude doesn't have a real deal quick trigger on that gun he got on that right arm. So if he can get that ball out of his hands and them athletes that they do, because they do have a couple athletes, it ain't like South Carolina slouch on offense. They defense won't be able to keep up now. If Georgia come out there turning the ball over, some shit like that, then woo, gonna be a crazy game. But I don't see them doing that shit, no, nothing like that. I honestly just think, they just finna show the world, like, what I'm saying, like they posed to, we the number one team in the nation. We the reigning national champs. We trying to go back to back. That's how they supposed to do. And this is one of the games that they go ahead and just bow. They gonna rush them all day. Man, boy, they probably gonna flip. And then Spencer ain't no big kid either. I thought he was a little bigger. I don't know. It's like sometimes once you move conferences, sometimes you look smaller, sometimes you look bigger. See what I'm saying? That's like them kids that transfer from AKA 1AA, the FCS, and they move up to the FBS. You be like, dang, man, the kid was big back in, what the heck? Now he's small. And, et cetera. Just like some kids that they transfer from Arkansas and they go to Arkansas State. And you be like, woo, God, that was had it so blessed. Appreciate it, baby. Much respect. You already know what it is. Man, appreciate just tapping in too. Man, like when a kid transfer from Arkansas and go to Arkansas State, you look at the size, he come out there looking bigger and better than everybody. You like, dang, the size. It's just like Spencer Rattler. He looked a little smaller to me this year. I don't know. It just might be me and my high eyes. I don't know, but he oh, what's happening, Joe? What's happening, man? Yeah, let's go right quick, bro. Anyway, man, much respect to you, Joe. But like I say, man, I really am interested with that defense and what Spencer Rattler can he do something with it. And then scouts gonna be on them looking too, like, hey man, now if you can perform well against Georgia defense, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this your money game. It's one of your money games, Spencer Rattler. Get your money. See what I'm saying? South Carolina paid you that bad to come over there to play for him. So you might well show and prove. If he has a great game, throw for at least 320, no, I ain't gonna say that much. If he throw for a good 275 and don't turn the ball over, then that's gonna make his draft stock rise. So salute to you, Auntie. I see you out there. Much respect, baby. Man, so it's gonna make his draft stock rise. See what I'm saying? So that's gonna be an interesting game. But I honestly feel like Georgia defense is finna punish that dude tomorrow because South Carolina line is not gonna be able to hold up on that pressure that Georgia's gonna bring to him. I'm just being honest. I'm not a Bulldog fan. Just talking football right now. And what Kirby Smart got going on up there in Georgia, bro, it is beautiful. I gotta respect game. See what I'm saying? I gotta respect game. And they put a thumping on my damn team last year in the national championship. So anyway, I gotta respect game. But I just think Georgia's gonna put the brakes on them, man. They're gonna beat them by. I don't know. That's gonna be I'm trying not to divvy into the point spreads because sometimes, man, you gotta, once the season really starts getting in and kicking in, these point spreads be, unless your quarterback or somebody a major key is hurt like that, player is hurt. Sometimes you need to throw these daggone point spreads away. AKA last week with my team, saying with these damn 20 points, and we came out there and we laid a goose egg and down there barely we limped. I'm talking about we came up out of Austin, Texas in crutches and wheelchairs and ace bandages and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? We got our ass kicked last week. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's what I'm saying, that the point spread, you sometimes you can't believe in that point spread. So, I take it with a grain of salt sometimes. See what I'm saying? I honestly do. I honestly do. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that's in the chat, man. Y'all already know, man. Much respect. Thank y'all for everybody for tapping in and for the ones that are here in the future. But anyway, man, for my dude Jason, you know what I'm saying? His team, Michigan, got a cupcake tomorrow. They got another cupcake tomorrow. I can't really wait till Michigan play a real decent team this year. See what I'm saying? To see what they really got, because they first few games has been like who. This week they playing UConn. Last week they played Hawaii, and you can't even remember who they fucking played the first game. It's like I don't even know. They play Eastern Tech College of drafting arts or some shit like that. The first game of the season, I don't know. See what I'm saying? But they got another dang on easy game, man. So that's gonna be a Slaughterville. That's what I'm saying, part of the early morning schedule. With the 11 o'clock. Ole Miss and Georgia Tech is a kind of interesting game for let's see, bragging rights. I say that much between conferences with the ACC and the SEC. Ole Miss should handle them real easy. You know what I'm saying? They really should. Honestly, one thing about Lane Kiffin, man, I love Lane Kiffin as a coach, man. If I had a kid right now, man, well, I got a kid. If my son was old enough, let me say that the right way. If my son was old enough and was, being heavily recruited, and Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss was interested in him, I'd be like, look, homie, please, let's see what Lane talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like he one of them player coaches. So I'm saying, and he gets the best out of the offense. So now he's not, he has his flaws as a coach. Don't get me wrong, but I really like him as a coach, man. For real, for real, man. BYU and Oregon play tomorrow, y'all. That's one of them games. A lot of people been like, huh, huh, what you gonna do with that game? Because BYU showed me something last week. When they beat Baylor. I honestly didn't think they was gonna beat Baylor last week, man, because I thought the athletes that Baylor has, I thought they was gonna just, eventually overcome. Now, BYU is a fundamentally sound program. They don't make no mistakes like that. They are well coached, well disciplined. So all that comes into play. Plus, man, I'm gonna tell you, they always have experience at key positions. And they always have that next man mentality. Yep. So that's gonna be a real and with Oregon this year, boy, what's had to see? Much respect, baby. Salute to you, sis. Man, when how Oregon is with Bo Nix, I have no faith in Bo Nix. I've been watching Bo Nix play football, through highlights, and I've watched him play one time in high school, and then when he played for the university, well, for Auburn, he's never been impressive to me. He's always been he trash home, but your daddy got you where you supposed to be at home. But because here in the state of Alabama, it's sometimes it's who you are, not what you are, if that makes any sense. And especially when it comes to that, and his daddy, for people who don't know, his daddy used to play quarterback for Auburn, and he's a coach here in Alabama. See what I'm saying? And then he's had another son that's a quarterback also. I think he went to Troy, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you know, Bo has never been impressive to me, and everybody said that he can do this and he can do that, he can do this and he can do that. Bo had everything that he needed at Auburn. It was no excuses. Bo had wide receivers. Auburn is always gonna run a damn ball and play great defense. Like seriously, like for real, bro. Um, I learned a lot of playing football, hanging out here. I appreciate it, fam. I'm a Cards fan. All right, dude. Hey, salute. That's what I'm trying to do. So blessed, honestly. I'm just trying to have a spot where everybody can come chill and hang out. And if you're interested in football or sports, and even if you're not, it's always cool to learn. You know what I'm saying? That's just like I go to some channels. Hey, I be looking at motherfuckers be fixing shit. I be like, ooh, what the hell you doing? Ooh, let me find that. Ooh, 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 ooh. See what I'm saying? So it's just, it's what to me, I feel like as we grown, it's no matter what we do in life, we should always learn something every day. I don't care what it is. That's why I read every day. I don't care if it's a sports or news or whatever. I read every day to try to learn something every day. So that's just me. But I appreciate that, and I really thank you for that. That really meant something. Much respect for that. But yeah, I've never really had faith in Bo. I'm just being honest, y'all. Bo has never really impressed me as a quarterback. And like I said, Auburn has always given him everything that he needed the years that he was at Auburn, and he still didn't succeed. And Oregon, it ain't like Mario Cristobal didn't recruit well. I understand Oregon lost a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? I understand that, like for real. I understand Oregon lost a lot. They lost a top 5 draft pick. They lost my little homeboy DJ James. Shit, they lost, and he's at Auburn. You know what I'm saying? So Oregon lost a whole bunch, but at the same time, man, Mario Cristobal had recruited real good. And now you throw in Bo Nix, and it's just like, hey, what the hell is this going on? And Georgia, now unless Georgia's that damn good, I take that. Let me say that. Because Georgia's a great team, but how they did them people, but their first game of the season, I know, sometimes you gotta these first couple games, you gotta take it for a grain of salt because everybody's filling out everybody, and et cetera, et cetera. But in that game tomorrow, I just honestly I feel like BYU might have one of them teams that they can go undefeated because their schedule lines up like that. It ain't like they got a real tough schedule. They're independent and they schedule who they want to schedule. And they never schedule big. But hey, coming what next year? Yeah, no, next year. Matter of fact, come next year they would be in the Big 12, so they have to start playing some people every week. But hey, right now, as of right now, they stood up against a Big 12 opponent in Baylor and beat them people. So you gotta look at it like that. So I think Oregon would take the L tomorrow because of Bo Nix. Now if they had somebody else at quarterback, they might have a goddamn on chance. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, like I say, another interesting game, man. It's just, hey, if you like offense, you like scoring, and 3 p.m. Central Time, if you got the ACC network, check out goddamn on Wake Forest and Liberty. And if you like points, they're gonna put up some points. I just think Wake has Sam Harson back, and I mean not Sam Harson. God, I don't know why I keep calling that kid Sam Harson. They got the quarterback back who was sick during the summertime, and he's back now. And that man threw for 300 yards last week in his first game. He was lighting that thing up. So guess what? Check it out. If you like points, and you scrolling through your channels tomorrow, looking for some football, you like, ooh, I want to see some high octane offense at the 3 o'clock hour, and you got the ACC network. Just check out Wake and Liberty. Wake can pull that one off. That's how I feel. Man, Tennessee and Akron. Tennessee is finna get up out of here. They finna take the trash out with them people. I ain't even gotta talk about that. Nope, I ain't even gotta talk about that. Man, Oklahoma State playing Arkansas Prime, but why? Hey y'all, Deion made a great point the other day. Y'all better start paying. Man, listen, Coach Prime is finna start being one of them voices of college football like Nick Saban is. Nick Saban starts saying some things, and people start saying, all right. Deion is finna start being one of them same type. Deion, hey, the other day, Deion said, hey, man, us HBCUs, I even hate saying that, us black schools need to stop paying these people for goddamn their money, guys, because we are getting bashed open, and we won't be healthy for our season. We won't put out a good product for our own people. See what I'm saying? We killing our morale. Even though those games, for those that don't know, they like Arkansas Pine Bluff playing Oklahoma State tomorrow. Arkansas Pine Bluff might get $500,000-$600,000 for the game. See what I'm saying? And that's gonna help them, their whole athletic department for the whole year. And I understand that, but sometimes like Deion saying, hey bro, you can do something else to get that money. Shit, you better boost yourself up, do something good. See what I'm saying? Get around, do something. See, start playing some of these classics, et cetera, et cetera. You can play these certain schools like Jack State. Jack State this year is finna play Alabama A&M here in Mobile, Alabama in November. That's money for both schools. Even though, you know what I'm saying, people like, hey, man, it's taken away from a home game for them. But if for folks that don't understand and don't know the black college experience when it comes to football, man, those universities make so much money when it comes to classic. The cities make so much money when it comes to classic. And it's a different vibe. See what I'm saying? Than to play in them big prestigious schools that y'all play against and get smashed. That's basically what it's saying. See what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you went to Pine Bluff, brother? But like I say, man, I honestly think that they shouldn't be playing them, man. The prestigious white right, them institutions. I feel you. I've never agreed with that because, saying you can play another FCS schools or some shit like that and get the same amount of money for real, for real. See what I'm saying? And you can do other things that can supplement that income to help out instead of playing the big money schools. Because them big money schools, man, they hurt you. See what I'm saying? You might come out of there getting beat 77-0, and you down to your third string quarterback. You down to your thing on third string right tackle. And then you got to play in the sweat. See what I'm saying? And you lost them people for 4-5 weeks. Ain't no way in hell you're gonna be able to compete in the sweat. See what I'm saying? So I'm with you, Ant, man. We was better when we played one another. That's just how I feel too, bro. That's just how I feel. But man, Arkansas and Missouri State, they play tomorrow. And hey, For you Arkansas fans, guess who's coming back? Yeah, the Missouri State. Guess who's coming back? I wonder how y'all gonna give him what kind of a rival y'all gonna give him. Bobby Paterno's coming back, y'all. You know what I'm saying down there. So I wonder what kind of a rival y'all gonna get at me. Hey, what you gonna do? You gonna boo him like everybody else in the stands? Hey, but anyway, man, y'all should handle them pretty good tomorrow, man. For real though. Seriously, man. All money ain't good money. Facts. Facts, big dog. Facts. I agree with you. Like seriously. I agree with you. You gonna boo that man tomorrow, bro? Because everybody else in the state finna just hand it to us. All 100,000 y'all, however many thousands of y'all gonna be in that stadium tomorrow. And you know what? That stadium actually gonna be packed tomorrow just because of him bringing that team. Now he has a decent team in the FCS, but they will not compete against y'all. Y'all finna run for 300 yards down their throat. You know what I'm saying? Little Cam Newton, the 15th, up there playing quarterback. Yeah, not little Cam Jr. I call him Cam Newton, the 15th. Little Cam Newton, the 15th, that quarterback back there. His big goddamn Terminator looking at him. Yeah, he finna run down their throat. Now, Ant-Man, I know, you know what I'm saying? I know that's your peoples. I know that's your squad. If he was to develop his vision as a quarterback, that kid would be even more awesome. He's a great quarterback, especially right now for college. Can't say because you know what I'm saying, that's the system they run, that's how they doing it. But if he had that vision, ooh, I say god dang on Heisman for him, bro. Like seriously. I say Heisman for him. I boo for messing up crashing. What he crashed the motorcycle with the gun on him. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused. Anyway, man. Yeah, y'all should smash them, man. Missouri State, y'all should beat them people on. Y'all should beat them people real bad tomorrow. I'm just saying, y'all should take the trash out early. You know what I'm saying? The third string, fourth string should be playing for fourth quarter. For real. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? You got a couple games where these kids can't burn their red shirts also. Them the kids that's going to be playing in the fourth quarter should. Man, Ohio State and Toledo tomorrow. Man, I don't even have to. There's no even reason to even talk about that game because, you know what I'm saying, being a 100-point favorite tomorrow, I'm just exaggerating. But being the point favorite that they are, they should really, and then they getting a wide receiver back tomorrow. And you know he's gonna try to make up for some stats, him and CJ Stroud. So they're gonna be airing it all over the place. Plus Henderson kid gonna run down their throat. Yeah, that's not even a game to talk about. They're gonna smash them. You know what I'm saying? Man, the whole situation was messed up all the way fast. And then, he put a dent in that program for a good time. But y'all got something special going down there for real right now, man. Y'all are a force to be reckoned with. Like seriously. That man built that program the right way. He built it from the trenches out. He didn't build it for the receivers and the quarterback and then try to fit around them. No, 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 no. He did that shit the right. Let me build my trenches. Let me build my offensive defensive line. I'll find me a quarterback. And see, I'll find me some running back. But if I got an offensive line like this that's gonna pound down your throat, and I got a defensive line that's gonna bring that pressure, ain't gonna stop the run, I'm good. And that's what he got going on down there, man. Salute to that man and salute to that program for being better than what they have been in the past. So I'm saying I say that much because I remember one game, man, Alabama and Arkansas played, and I think I was cooping them. They had them people down like 50 to nothing real quick or some shit like that. I'm just reminiscing. I'm sorry, roll tide. I'm sorry, my bad. But anyway, another interesting game, man. But I think it's not gonna be that interesting, man. If NC State come out and ball, NC State and Texas Tech, but NC State should come out and real deal put it on them people, man. You know what I'm saying? Texas Tech still don't have their starting quarterback. He's still hurt. So, it's just that's just how I see one game that is like everybody's like, wow, how in the world a top 15 program is an underdog against a non-ranked opponent. Like, what they do that but Michigan State? Everybody thinks that Michigan State is overrated. So Michigan State really gonna have something to prove tomorrow. And Washington is one of the programs that they be up and down. They have, depending on who their quarterback play, because they've had some decent, great quarterback play over the time period, and they've always given the USC, the Oregon's hell. Or a few times they've won the Pac-12 championship, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that one. But I know they've played for it at least. But anyway, they've always been one of them pesky teams, depending on their quarterback play. And the Purelix kid that transferred in from Indiana, man, the left hand boy, hey man, he up there rocking. Like seriously, man, he went to a perfect situation for him. And I really think that he will succeed. He has been succeeding. And that's what everybody's expectation. Like, hey man, them people been doing such and such. Michigan State has not played nobody. That's one of them teams. What's up with the Michigan team not playing nobody? And then y'all being so ranked high and these people talking so much cash money for them, like, ooh, Michigan this and Michigan State that. But who have y'all played? We're gonna find out tomorrow, Michigan. Now, one thing about Michigan, man, they gonna run the ball constantly. They ain't with all that pretty boy, as I call it. That pretty boy spread them out, throw the ball 75, 50 times a game. No, they don't do that. They trying to run it down your throat. And if Michigan State can control the clock and run that ball down the throat and keep old bro off the goddamn field, they might live up to that number 11 ranking. See what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I call it an upset. I honestly feel like Washington will upset them people tomorrow. That's just something I see. For some reason, I don't know. I have, it's like it's no, ooh, this is gonna really, really happen like that. But I just feel like, every Saturday in college football, it'll always be a dang on upset always. And I just feel like that might be one of those upsets. Let's see. You know, that's that. I talked about that. Pitt would beat Western Michigan. It's nothing even to say about that one. I'm just sorry. Pitt will have a bounce back rebound game. Florida will have a bounce back rebound game against South Florida. Then they start talking about Anthony Richardson again. Oh, he's a Heisman contender. But last week, him showed that he was still not ready. I'm just saying, but they should have a bounce back game and beat them pretty bad. Clemson, man, they a big favorite tomorrow against La Tech, but they offense still is not that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's one of now. I said I was gonna try to stay away from the betting lines and the betting monies and all this, and et cetera, whatever. But I don't see. I just think if La Tech to score at least 10 points, and and the betting man that I like to be sometimes, and the betting man that I want to be sometimes, et cetera, I honestly think that they a cover. I mean, that they get theirs. I'll take live tape tomorrow on the betting, man. I'll just say that. If I was talking betting, if I was talking money, I'll take live tape tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? With them 33 and a half. That's just me. But hey, anyway, you know what I'm saying? Texas. Whoo! Texas. Y'all got a tough game tomorrow, man. Believe it or not. Y'all got to show the world that last week wasn't no fluke. Last week wasn't no fluke. I say again, y'all got to show the world that last week was not a fluke. I don't know. I understand Quinn Ewers is going to be hurt, and I don't. No one knows how healthy the backup is. What's his name? Hudson Card. No one knows how healthy he is because Stark has been keeping it on the ropes all week. He hasn't even named a starter for the game against UTSA. UTSA is a real good group of 5 team, y'all. They should have beat Houston the first week of the season. I'm just being honest. They should have beat Houston that first goddamn on game, bro. Things happen. We ain't gonna go too far in the past, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a couple weeks ago. So we ain't gotta do that. But like I said, they really should have beat them people. Texas really need to come out tomorrow and establish the run. And if they establish the run with Bijan and do a little play action fakes and throw it up top to number 4 like they were doing basically with us against last week and play that dang on defense. Like if Texas play that defense like they played against Bama, oh man, look at the rest of the time, Big 12. That's all I got to say. But if they come out there, if they was just so hyped and so crunk about playing Bama that they just come out there and let goose egg, UTSA will upset their ass. It will be upset city, baby. Like I'm saying, like, hey, I wouldn't be surprised, y'all, if Texas come out this mug with a struggle win. For real, that's just me. I would not be surprised. See what I'm saying? I would not be surprised. And gotta turn it around quickly. I don't know, man. That game right there kind of that's a tough one for Texas. And see, they do the scheduling in advances. That's one of them ones that the athletic director, the head coach, and the schedules, the people that do the schedules that be, they should have been looking at that one and say, hey man, like Bama, even though we chumped out, because I'm just saying, yep, we chumped out. We did. We chumped out. We playing Louisiana Monroe tomorrow. See what I'm saying? And we should everybody should play in the game. But how we played Texas, and then now we got a chump game before the SEC schedule. You see what I'm saying? That's what they should have done too. See what I'm saying? And I know they were thinking of, hey, this was a chump game. This was a chump game. But nah, buddy, this ain't no chump game. And then you gotta understand, bro, when you playing an interstate school and them smaller schools playing them big schools, man, sometimes them smaller schools be wanting to goddamn gonna tear their ass up because a lot of them kids feel like they was overlooked from the Alabamas, the Texas, the Arkansas, the Miamis, the Clemsons of the world. So they had a goddamn on UTSA, they had a Troy, they had a Florida Atlantic, etc. And they're like, hey, we got a chance to play these people. So let me show y'all should have recruited me. See what I'm saying? That's like I said tomorrow with that UTSA and that Texas game. Texas better come out there real deal ready to fight. Cause if they ain't ready to fight, but I tell you, UTSA they gonna get them with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's over. Let's go. Real quick 5. I'm talking about not 2 point, not 2 piece, not 3 piece. I'm talking about a real bop, 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 go to sleep. Oh with. Oh with. Let's go home. That's hey, y'all. Well, I'm just saying, y'all better watch out for them. You know how important momentum is. Lack of it makes the season even longer. Right. Now, that's what I'm saying. And I think they got momentum. They have momentum. Everybody in the country is talking about how good Texas really showed the world last week. How good this and how good that. And if this would have happened, you know what I'm saying? If what you got going on now, so I'm saying, and I really hope and pray, you know what I'm saying? Because I was impressed, and I like Coach Stark. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not no. I said I was impressed. I say that much. I was impressed with them and how they played last week. And I really want them to succeed because, man, that's Coach Stark. Look, Coach Stark did some good things for the University of Alabama, and I can't root against the man. See what I'm saying? Now, I can't say I like the team, but I just, you know what I'm saying, I can't root against the man. I can't root against the thug. And he has great momentum. He's getting in recruits. Had they just spent so much goddamn on money on Arch Manning, and like the article I was reading today about how much money they spent on Arch Manning and that recruiting class, and the kids that they're getting signed in, hell, combined, they spent over, I think, on $700,000. But hey, it's paying off though. Hey, money talks. I'm just saying. But anyway, they should. What I say? They should perform good. I know they a little banged up from last week, but like I say, and like you said, and if they have some good momentum, you see what I'm saying? They the ones that came out the game with their heads held high. You know what I'm saying? Bama the ones that actually came out the game feeling like they like everybody, all of us Alabama fans, man, a lot of them people, man, feel like we lost. I'm still happy. I'm like, fuck it, I don't shit win and win. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care. We won. We come out of there. We still undefeated. Fine. See what I'm saying? But you know, you got a lot of Alabama fans because they be wanting to beat everybody by those of them objective ass, you know what I'm saying, only because we winning as Alabama fans. You know what I'm saying? You know, them riders, because, you know what I'm saying, them type of fans, oh, y'all, we got to win by 40 every week. You know, nah, bro, you got to win by 40 every week. I don't care. You know, them people, they're the ones that's got their heads held down. You know what I'm saying? That's what Nick was talking about all week about, hey, you got to keep your heads up. Got to keep your heads up. But that's what Texas should be doing too. And like I said, man, I just think that they'll come out, man. They better fight tomorrow. If they fight and they still got that fight like they had last week, they'll win. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about these, you know, I'm not going to speak on the gambling aspect of it, but they'll win. Texas A&M. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all lost to App State last week. App State ain't no slouch. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? App State beat Michigan some years ago. You know what I'm saying? They've always they should have beat North Carolina a couple weeks ago, week before last. They should be ranked in, like, ESPN Game Day is in Boone, North Carolina, a place that don't nobody know nothing about. Like, what? Boone? Who the fuck? What the hell? Yeah, that's the home of Appalachian State. That's where Appalachian State is. They're there because they even know, bro. App State got a good ass team. Like seriously, but Texas A&M should have beat them people last week, and they should. App State should be, you know, they should have been undefeated going into this week, headed because they should have beat North Carolina. So I'm saying they're gonna destroy Troy tomorrow. They just gonna put the brakes on Troy. I'm sorry, Troy. You know you're an Alabama school, but y'all finna get the beat the brakes off y'all ass. But anyway, man, Texas A&M, Texas A&M, Texas A&M, Texas A&M. Y'all got Miami tomorrow. Both schools, both schools got really something that they need to prove tomorrow because Mario Cristobal, he's building a different culture down there that they that they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, that's what I say. And a win is a win, especially if there's no injuries. But you know, I've had people, you know what I'm saying, telling me, oh, you no. They should have won by this. They should man, I'm like, man, well, forget y'all. I'm egging y'all out. Cause you know, all that they be talking, man, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? A win is a win. Especially, hey, for the environment and the hostile crowd that we was getting. Hey, I don't care. Anyway, Miami, man, with their new head coach and the culture that he's bringing in, the man is a great coach. You saw what he was doing up there in Oregon. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying, Brad got dang on, that was his first job. And he had things rolling up there in Oregon. See what I'm saying? And he's a great recruiter. Now he's down there, he's back home in Florida. He back home down at the U. See what I'm saying? And now he's bringing the U. And Tyler Van Dyke, the quarterback that they got, you know, a lot of people are high on him in the draft. You know, these so-called draft experts, Mel Kiper and Todd McShay and them, they're saying he's a top 5 quarterback in the upcoming draft. They're not saying he's going in the first round or nothing like that, but they're saying he's a top 5 quarterback. So with them having to say, they're trying to tell everybody the U is back. We back. What's not a goddamn on good time, a goddamn on embarrass a wounded duck. See what I'm saying? What's the not that and it's the prime time game too? Why not try your best to just dismantle the wounded duck to show the world that hey, the U is back. South Florida football is back. See what I'm saying? And what Haddon did, see what I'm saying? Ooh, hey, I'm we can get to did let me stay focused. Oh boy, hey, salute, that's much respect. Did salute big dog, boy. Hey, man, me and D, we from the same city, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Our high schools is rivals, you know what I'm saying? Now both our high schools is going through some hard times, right? This motherfucker. But look, say y'all, let me stay focused. I'm sorry. But look, you know, with sports, man, sometimes sports you can jump off, you can fly all around the world and come right back right to it and be right back on focus, just like how they did. Bam! Miami. Miami has some speed. They got that speed back like that they used to. I'm talking about, man, they got a good team, man. And for recently, the last couple of years, they've been having to play young players. And now all those young players are very experienced. Very experienced. Very experienced. Very experienced. And like I say, the quarterback that they got, man, he's been projected, like I said, as a top 5 quarterback in the upcoming NFL draft. I'm not saying that they projected him to go top 5 pick. Let me clarify that. I'm not saying that he's going to go in the first round. Let me clarify that. But as a top 5 pick and coming up into the mock drafts, that means he might can slide up into the first round. And depending on how he performs tomorrow night up against Texas A&M and that going to defense, because one thing about it, it has not been Texas A&M defense. Let me say that, y'all. Texas A&M defense has been freaking awesome all year long, bro. They beat their first opponent, got dang on 30-something nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, they like, even last week, bro, they held App State to 17 points. And App State just got dang on score 60-something the week before that. So it's not the defense, it was the offense. The offense was trash. See what I'm saying? So Miami has a great shot to show the world, like, yeah, we back. See what I'm saying? Now, on to the goddamn on Texas A&M side of the game. For those that don't know, because, you know what I'm saying, the news reports came out a little late. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't on early morning yesterday activity on this one. Max Johnson will be starting for Texas A&M tomorrow. They have a quarterback switch going on. Boom. Mac Johnson. For those who don't know who Mac Johnson is, Mac Johnson was a quarterback for LSU last year. You know, they doing a lot of musical chairs with these quarterbacks because these quarterbacks, you know, they play a couple games and they feel like they're good. You know how it is. Every quarterback can't sit, you know, and all these kids want to play now. And excuse me, hold on one second. Ooh, trying to keep some of my voice for tomorrow because I got a game tomorrow, and I know even when I'm be watching college football tomorrow, say also, during your time tomorrow, while you're on your Saturdays and you flipping channels, man, I'll probably be going live, so we can watch a little college football together and laugh together and have fun together anyway. So I'm trying to save a little of my voice right quick. Excuse me, but man, they're switching quarterbacks, and Max Johnson was a quarterback at LSU last year. Now I'm gonna say this. They hype it up, you know what I'm saying, about how he's supposed to be this and he's supposed to be that. He's supposed to be this and he's supposed to be that. And he's not that. One second. I am so sorry. Hold on one second. I apologize, everybody. I just had to, daddy do this right quick. Thank you. Salute to everybody, man, that's been in the chat with me, man. Appreciate the smile. I wish I could have hit y'all with a commercial break or something. I'm going to upgrade that. I apologize. Appreciate that. Salute to everybody. But anyway, Texas A&M, man, they're switching quarterbacks to Max Johnson tomorrow. And Max Johnson, like I was saying, he was a former quarterback at LSU. He passed for over 2,000 yards last year with, 20 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, something like that in the SEC. So he's an experienced SEC quarterback already. And with him getting a shot and a jolt in that offense, that might help Texas A&M in the worst way that they need. I'm talking about, in the best way that they need. Like, seriously, man. Salute to everybody, man, that's in the chat. Hey, man, my bad, Ed Dexter. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, but look, it's a needed. One thing about Max he gonna sling that rock. But Jimbo, it is not it. The kid Haynes King that's just getting demoted and getting benched. True enough, he was suspect. True enough, don't get me wrong, but he didn't turn the ball over. But Jimbo didn't let it loose either. See what I'm saying? Jimbo always kept everything so goddamn prehistoric. Like, for real. Like, Jimbo is not ready he has not evolved into the new age offenses. And he's supposed to be an offensive guru. He is still calling plays from when Jameis Winston was at Florida State, y'all. Seriously. He is still calling them same plays from back then. And how long Jameis been in the NFL? I'm just saying. Like, just think about that, for real. Just think about that. He is still thinking, like, when he was calling plays down at LSU under Nick Saban. See, just think about that. That stuff right there, that don't work no more. That don't work. See what I'm saying? These kids is too fast. The coaches are too smart. And if you got this simplified ass damn offense these days, bro, you ain't winning nothing. I don't care what level of football on. If you're running a simple ass offensive park ball, man, these people finna load the box up on your ass and put that pressure up on your ass, and you still ain't gonna do nothing. So, and he's still behind. That's what I'm saying. The coaching in the wrong conference. So you see what I'm saying? And he has not progressed. What he should do is he should just let it go. And I'm not saying stop being a coach. No. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling the man retire. No. What I'm saying is let somebody else drive the car. Get the keys to somebody else and say, here you go. You run this. I done built this beautiful car for you. Here you go. Now you run it. I'm gonna sit in the back seat and let you drive while we going on, goddamn, on down this highway with the drop top. That's how he should feel with what he got because this man got recruits out the ass. He is in one of the greatest pipelines ever made for football. And I'm Alabama all day long, but I gotta respect what the fuck he got in his backyard. That man has all of that fucking state of Texas to recruit from, bruh. He don't have to leave his state to have a great team. All he has to do is freaking coach them people up. Give somebody the keys to your goddamn offense and let somebody goddamn do the thing. See what I'm saying? Jimbo is trash, bro. Like seriously did. Like for real, big dog. Jimbo is trash. And that's what's holding goddamn on Texas A&M back. You can get all the recruits in the world. Just think about it. When he was down in Florida State, this man constantly had a top 5 class. Constantly top 10 class. Constantly. And how many he got out of that? See what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. How many did he get out of that? And it's like Jimbo, he's one of them. You know what? Jimbo got a lot of excuse my people, you know what I'm saying, if you hear this, you know what I'm saying, it don't take this the wrong way. But he got a lot of nigga in him. You know what I'm saying? You know, us we can get a job and we can milk it and get the most money about you. That's what he got going on. Right? And they gave this man an extension from off last year. Bro, how you get an extension off going 8-4? Ooh, cause you beat Alabama. Ooh, wow. Bro, you still went 8-4. But he went 8-4 last year and got an extension. So if they even like, let's just say he bottomed the fuck out this year and they wanted to fire him. Bro, you know how much money they gotta pay this man? See what I'm saying? And look at what we went through with our last coach. He came from Wisconsin. What the hell can they do in that conference? Nothing. He thought he was gonna run the ball and just thought he was gonna pound it and run it. And you saw that don't work. No. You like I said, and I keep referring to this, y'all. Kids are bigger, faster, and stronger. That old school way, the triple option, the wing T shit that these motherfuckers used to run back in the day. You can't do that no more. See what I'm saying? Just look at, and it's no disrespect to the service academies because I am an Army fan. I love the Army football also. But at the same time, when they play real schools, them people can't compete. When the last time when the last time? No, I ain't gonna say that because hell, Navy did upset goddamn on Notre Dame a couple years ago, but that don't count. When the last time Navy, Air Force, or Army went up against a Clemson, a Alabama, a Georgia, or Arkansas, etc., like that, or Michigan, or Tennessee? When the last time one of them schools like that went up against them and they beat them? It was in the 1920s, 1910s, shit like that when football was just started, when everybody was running the same fucking offense. They haven't progressed. So look how they are. See what I'm saying? And this is no shots at no schools. I'm just speaking football right now. See what I'm saying? Hey, he never adjusted to the SEC. Coach, what you think of my Volunteers? Hey man, y'all quarterback Hooker, that motherfucker truth. Hey, that motherfucker is the truth. Coach Heupel he got something going on good up there, man. Y'all got a cupcake tomorrow, so it don't really matter. But one thing I can say about what y'all did, that Pitt game really impressed me, bro. The way y'all came back and won, how y'all won last week, man, overtime, man, that really did impress me. Seriously, like they're gonna be, I think they're the second best team in the SEC West because I think Kentucky is overrated. Florida is super overrated. I'm sorry. They're not it. Kentucky is goddamn on. If you stop that running game and they hyping up what's his name? Will Lutz or whatever. They hyping up their quarterback from Kentucky. Yeah, stop that running game and let him try to beat you. You'll see you'll beat them all day. I really think Tennessee got something great going on. Only thing though, they got a goddamn on buckle down on defense. That secondary has always been suspect for y'all for the last few years, man. And they really need to buckle down on that secondary. If they buckle down on that secondary, y'all have a dangerous team. But as of right now, man, my opinion, I think Tennessee right now is the second best team in the SEC East. Y'all ain't gonna beat Georgia, bro. I'm sorry. As of right now, here, how we looking, hey, Alabama ain't gonna beat Georgia right now. I'm just saying, just being honest. Coach, they can't compete. Every other soldier will go to the league. So I said, they don't want that. That's a fact. Now I'm just saying, we just talking football. You feel me, big dog? We know football. You see what I'm saying? And that's just, I really believe that they are the second best team in the SEC. See what I'm saying? And Georgia right now is the best team in the SEC. Now, the way y'all keep playing, and certain teams, they get better as the year go on. Certain teams like Arkansas, if they navigate their way through this early season schedule and do what they supposed to do, man, Arkansas is gonna be hell to fucking pay come week 8, 9, 10, etc. Shit, let them people be 8-0. So I'm saying, let them folk beat Bama some shit like, bro. I'm telling you, let y'all do this, and y'all one of them teams like that too because y'all quarterback play. Arkansas and Tennessee right now have great ass quarterback play, and they have the weapons outside plus in the backfield to do what they need to do. And they're playing within their strengths. Their coach ain't trying to goddamn gonna do too much with their ass. Brian Harsin down in Auburn. You see what I'm saying? They ain't trying to do too much with their ass. They're trying to keep it simplified enough to where their players will play in their system and their players will succeed in their system. See what I'm saying? And just think about, because I like how Arkansas offensive. Arkansas really is an evolution of what Gus Malzahn used to run, but it's more of a pro style attack with the elements of Gus Malzahn and that high school bullshit that he ran, and they just seem like, ooh, we got this big ass, supersized ass Cam Newton the fifth up here. This how we finna do that. See what I'm saying? But it's just Tennessee, man, with Hooker, man, that man. And I'm gonna say this, y'all can look back at it. Sometimes you can't. Man, if you have a senior quarterback in college and he's been playing for some years, that senior year always be majority of the time if they have, especially if they have some decent ass receivers around them. Man, that senior year, man, them people that it'd be a special year for them. Look at Kenny Pickett last year. Kenny Pickett was 72 years old playing against 18-year-olds. He probably goddamn look good at that motherfucker. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. I look at the former quarterback for Alabama, Mac Jones. Bro, Mac Jones is trash. I'm sorry. But he was a fucking senior who had been there and set for a long time. And he just got in the system and he had 5 wide receivers, 6, 7, 8 wide receivers that's going to be in the NFL or already was in the NFL. So I'm saying throwing to. He had a running back that's in the NFL. He had an NFL line in front of him. So it was going to look good. See what I'm saying? But a lot of times seniors have that special year. And Malik got one of these years, man. You like, hey, man, this dude, hey, watch him. And he can get out that pocket and move too. Watch him. Plus, like I say, man, y'all got a coach that don't give a fuck. He got, he's an offensive minded man. See what I'm saying? He's not a Jimbo. I just say that, but he's not a Jimbo. He not a Jimbo. Right? Y'all do. We can do something if we can keep the boosters out the mix at Arkansas. I don't know, man. But see, that's when y'all one of the programs, man. It just y'all have a hard time getting other talent. See what I'm saying? Like today, I seen it was a kid that was on the Florida State line playing. He's from Arkansas. I was like, damn, Arkansas should have kept that motherfucker. Big boy too. See what I'm saying? What the fuck, dog? Walking down the street. I'm outside, so I gotta be walking. I gotta, it's outside actually. I'm outside. I gotta keep my eyes open. 2 niggas be walking up and down the street. But anyway, yeah. All right. Yeah. So Arkansas needs to start their recruit, man. They really, that's why one thing I like about them too, though, honestly. You know what I'm saying? The recruits that they get, they coach them up. And they coach them up very well. And then hell, when they get to the NFL, they succeed in the NFL. See what I'm saying? Like, I really like what they got going on. Plus, they're physical. And once you get some physical, big, athletic ass Southern boys on your team like that, boy, you got some good. You got some good. You really did got some good. And yeah, y'all play, bro. Y'all, man, hell, I'm gonna tell you. one of the best games I ever watched Alabama play is when got dang on we played Tennessee that year and Terrence Cody blocked the kick to win the game. Bro, that was a hellified game, bro. I was on my pins and needles around this motherfucker like, oh, Lord, we finna lose to Tennessee. Lord, we finna lose to Tennessee. See, and last year was a good-ass game. Hell, Arkansas played as good. Man, every time Alabama went on the road last year, bro, them motherfuckers got them was suspect. And guess what? This year, the same thing. We go on the road, we suspect. See what I'm saying? I can't. Whew, Alabama play Louisiana Monroe tomorrow, man. It's not even really enough to talk about that shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this, they better win at least 47 to fucking 3 tomorrow. I'm gonna be so fucking pissed off with that shit. Hey man, I can't stand and listen, y'all. I'm a critic of I'm hard on my team. I'm very hard on my teams. I call that bullshit out and I say it, bruh, Bill O'Brien is the sorriest freaking. He worse than Gus Malzahn when it come to calling plays. Like seriously, bro. And if you can go back to shit I was saying last year, bro. I'm not a Bryce Young fan like that. Salute to that young man. Much respect to that young man. Congratulations to all the accomplishments and the monies that you have got and that you will get in your life, young man. But I'm not a big fan of him. And that's the quarterback on my team. That's just like shit Baker Mayfield when he was the quarterback for the Browns. That was my team, but I was not impressed with him. I couldn't stand him. I can't stand Bryce. Bryce does not know how to throw somebody open yet. This man is so fucking hyped up, y'all. See what I'm saying? And it's showing. Everybody's talking so bad about the receivers. The receivers this, the receivers that, the receivers this, the receivers that. True enough, them little motherfuckers, they dropped some passes last week. True enough. I can't take that from them, but still. If you go back to last year's team, we had 3 receivers. We had a tight end that, you know what I'm saying, was running the dead, was basically the whole middle of the field, point blank period. I'm just going to keep it layman's term, keep it simplified. He controlled the middle of the field. Then you had goddamn on Minshew. That was possession receiver. He get to the sticks, getting 15 yards and turning around looking for the ball. You know what I'm saying? He doing all that good shit. Very good route runner. But the thing that we had last year that really blessed Bryce Young, man, was that over-the-top weapon, that deep threat number 1, man, the Williams kid, man, from last year, bro. And Bryce like to hold the ball so long. So last year offense, when we had that dang on one boy out there running a 4-2 out there, playing wide receiver, and all he says go, and you just got dang on 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, hope I don't get hit and let it go. He was gonna go catch it, even though he got stone ass hands. Cause yeah, I talked bad about him last year. He dropped 4, 5 passes a game, no matter what he caught, no matter what he did. Yes, he did that. See what I'm saying? If Young used his athleticism more, he would be great. But still, bro, I still feel like he hold the fucking ball too long. He don't know how to throw his receivers open yet. And him coming from California and his money, his family spending all this goddamn money on this man, and him going out of quarterback guru schools and camps and all this shit and all that shit. Why you haven't progressed in that aspect of the game yet? True enough, your completion percentage should be high as fuck if you throwing it to a wide open receiver all the fucking time. See what I'm saying? But if you throwing it to that man, I don't see him throwing it to no tight. Tell me how many times have you seen him throwing to some tight ass windows? I'm talking about where the receiver got there and cutting through and somebody cutting through. He don't do that too tough. So I'm saying just look at the overall play of just break down watching him play quarterback. You be like, yeah, I see what he's talking about. He do hold the ball. If that man ain't got to step on the cornerback or to step on the linebacker, etc., he ain't gonna throw it like that. He ain't. And then sometimes you got to be a risk. If you're a quarterback, you got to be a gunslinger. Shit, well, you got an Alabama defense. Sometimes it's all right to throw an interception. Fuck it. At least try. Fucking try. Oh, and then, y'all, I keep saying this. What happened with it, homie? Appreciate it, man. I ain't did no piece, man. I'm just, telling people who I felt like was gonna win tonight, man. I just covered basically the top 25, man, and who was gonna win. I ain't do take no overs and unders and nothing like that, man. Because sometimes for me, man, my dude, it takes away the passion in the aspect of the game for me. You know what I'm saying? when I for me, when I look at it on the money side, you know what I'm saying? When I just look at it on the football side of it, man, I can talk better and I can have more and I'm more relaxed on that end. Cause you know what I'm saying, talking football and money, that's a little different. But this whole live so far, big dog, it's just been about who I feel that's gonna win, you know what I'm saying, head to head matchup tomorrow. I ain't been going over no points and no shit like that. Right now, we just kind of got thing on talking about whatever. We talking whatever team you feel like talking about. If you want to talk about your team, but dog, we just talking teams right now. So I'm saying that right now I'm just talking about Bryce Young, punk ass. Yeah, true enough. Like I was saying, he's my quarterback, and I I I gotta ride with him no matter what because I am Roll Tide as my quarterback. But he has never really impressed me. Like he just like everybody else is just, oh God, he's the greatest quarterback in college right now. He's this and he's that. Now him not that. See what I'm saying? You're right because he throw into a spot instead of leading the receiver. See what I'm talking about? Like for real. What happened, Dubs? Solution round. You already know what it is. So much respect. Yeah, salute to everybody in the chat, y'all. Salute to everybody. Much respect, y'all. You know, like I always say, y'all, this the getaway. Y'all want to come have fun, talk football, whatever. This the getaway. But anyway, man. So I ain't never been impressed with Bryce Young like that. And then with Bill, bro, Bill O'Brien, this faggot, excuse me, this chump. Oh, he would not run the freaking ball worth nothing. Like seriously, y'all. If you know football, just think about this. If your offensive line is struggling to protect the pass and struggling to protect the quarterback, why the fuck do you keep constantly goddamn calling 5-step drop passes? Why you ain't calling quick screen, bubble screens, get this shit out the man's hand so it can give your offensive confidence? So it can give your offensive line some confidence. Why the fuck don't you run the goddamn ball down somebody's throat? Because these boys, everybody on Alabama offensive line is 6'4" and up. Everybody on Alabama offensive line is 275 and up. And all of them is big, strong, athletic. Why the fuck you ain't running behind them people like that, bro? Like seriously, bro. And it's like you see, but every game that we done played so far, y'all, them people done bust one. We done bust one on their ass. Why you want to continuously do that shit? I don't give a fuck if you want to run off tackle. I don't give a fuck if you want to do pitches. I don't care. But run the fucking ball. But he won't do that shit. And it's a proven track record, y'all. Ever since this man been coaching, it's been a proven fucking track record that he is so quarterback. I'm trying not to use the word I really want to use. I'm trying to find another word to say it. So he just quarterback friendly. I'll just say that much. Him's just so real deal quarterback friendly to where he just like, I'm just gonna throw the ball 70 times. You see Bryce struggling. It's okay to call a screen. It's okay to call a bubble screen. It's okay to run quick slants. It's fine to do that, Bill, but Bill don't do that, y'all. Bill don't do that. And you saw the suspect in our offense last year. You see how we suspect this year. And everybody's putting on the offensive line. But like I say, man, if I got 4 running backs, all 4 of the running backs can start at least 20 Power 5 conferences, Power 5 schools right now. Why I'm not giving all 5 of them young boys the ball 7 times a game and stop throwing that motherfucker 40, 50, 40, 50, 60, 70 times a goddamn game. See what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Hey, yeah, Craig. See, hey, look, I need all 15 of your goddamn pages to sub tonight. That'll put me over the 500 mark. I'm just saying. So all 50 of your goddamn pages, go ahead and sub tonight. Hey, man, y'all know the YouTube lingo, man. I gotta keep telling y'all that, man. Hey, man, the link is posted in the chat, man. If anybody want to come up, man, just chop it up with football, man. If not, that's cool shit. I'm glad y'all in here just listening to my little silly ass as I talk football tomorrow, man. And well, today, you know what I'm saying? Like when people say shit, y'all know the YouTube lingo. I ain't gotta tell you because y'all hear to see it all the time. Only thing I will tell you all the time is, man, every day above that ground is a blessing. Every day above that dirt is a blessing, y'all. No matter what, for real. Stop all that stressing. That's something that I will tell you. And shit, there's a lot of bullshit that go on around the world. It could be worse. Either way it go. But tomorrow, man, like I say, it's a couple games that I'm interested in. Oh, also, I forgot to mention the USC and Fresno State game. Oh, man, USC finna put it on there. I like Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley and his offense is and the free agents. Let me say that again. The free agents that he got. Excuse me. My man went out there at a new job and say, "Hey, I need a quarterback. Hey, Mr. Booster, go pay him. Go get my quarterback from Oklahoma. I need that boy. Let me go get him. Hey man, he need a wide receiver too to go throw it to. You know, these kids that's over here, man, Drake London and them left to go to the NFL. So he ain't got nobody to throw it to. I need some receivers. So they went and go get Jordan Addison from Pitt. They say, "Hey Jordan, how much you need?" Bang, bang. We'll straighten you out. You know what I'm saying? Then they went and got another kid. And they brought that same offense that he has been running successfully now. I say this much because successfully enough to Heisman Trophy winners, successful enough to have multiple first round wide receivers, successful enough to put a few NFL running backs in. I'm just saying it's successful enough to where these kids want to go because they know they get into the league. And now he out there in Cali. And bro, these first couple games, USC has real deal impressed me and say, man, this coming from a college football fan. Fuck just being an Alabama fan. This is coming from a college football fan. I need the USC to be good. I need them people to be good because we need somebody out there on that West Coast to be good in football so y'all can got there and come back over here and get y'all ass kicked and send y'all ass back to the West Coast. No, but seriously, it's some teams, man, growing up, I just say this for myself. It's certain teams growing up that I was just like, oh shit, they gonna always be good. They're gonna always be good. And a lot of them have been good all my life. Alabama. I know Florida State has had a down period over these last, you know what I'm saying, 6, 7 years, etc. But they was one of the programs that was always good when I was growing up. I hate Nebraska. I hate how Florida State is going through what they're going through now. I hate how Nebraska is going through what they're going through because, see, like me and Ant was just talking about earlier in the live with Tommy Frazier. Bro, if you was alive then and you was watching football then and you saw how Tommy Frazier in Nebraska played football, you was like, ooh, you was loving that shit. See what I'm saying? I need Nebraska to be good. I need USC to be good because as a college football fan, I'm tired of Alabama. I'm tired of Georgia. I'm tired of Clemson. I'm tired of Ohio State. I'm tired of them fucking 4 teams always in that shit. Last year, I was so goddamn going happy, even though we all knew, everybody in the fucking college football world knew that Georgia was going to be Michigan and Alabama was going to be Cincinnati. But we were so happy just to see, ooh, fuck, a Michigan? Wow. We were so happy to see goddamn going, ooh, a Cincinnati? We was happy for that shit. That's why we need them teams to be good again, like for real, man. Like for real. Like seriously, man, college football was a whole different level in the 90s. It was, man. I guess, you know, I was born in '81. I'm an '80s baby. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all the '80s and the '90s is really, you know what I'm saying, my learning process of football, my get to knowing football process. And that shit was a whole different beast back then, man. You know what I'm saying? Coach, you better say my volunteers. We beat everybody, but my bad. The volunteers too. Shout out to T Mart. Shit. Yes, sir. You already know what it is. God damn, where the police going? That's 3 of them. Shit, 4. Hey, something happened. Anyway, man, the Tennessee, shout out to T Mart, man. Shout out to T Martin, man. You know, Dig, we ain't gonna go into how our region and what we do and what we put out there. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to hear that, Dig. Anyway, shout out to the volunteers too, man, because they gave T Martin a chance. And you saw what T Martin did for him. T Martin did something that Peyton Manning couldn't do. He brought them a national championship. I'm just saying, but they still don't give that man the credit that he deserves. See, I'm just saying. But anyway, man, it's just we need Tennessee to be back on top because see, I need Florida to be back good. I just need these teams to be back good. So every Saturday you can go into it with suspense. Like for real, bro. Like you can go into it like, ooh, who's gonna get beat? Now we going into it like, man, we know these folks gonna beat these folks. It's just by how many points. If they have a bad game, shit, they might win by 6. They might win by 7. If they have a good game, then people gonna win by 30. That's basically how it's been going these last couple of years because so much monies has been involved in college sports, not just football, not just basketball, but hell, baseball too. You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to somebody, a national broadcaster, man, they were talking about, with the zombie apocalypse, how underlining it might have helped sports out. And the reason why it might have helped sports out is because, during that time period, coaches couldn't get out to go see nobody. You ain't had no football. Said, didn't nobody play football? Some states didn't play football for damn near 2 years. For I know everybody didn't play for a whole goddamn year, but some states didn't play for almost two. See what I'm saying? And a lot of kids was kind of lost in the shuffle. Some of these kids that would have went to the Nebraskas, that would have went to the goddamn on, you know what I'm saying, the Tennessees, the Arkansas, and you see what I'm saying? See, all of them kids, they started going to different programs, and some of them started staying home. So instead of goddamn going to Bama, and they from goddamn on Illinois, they like, well, shit, hey man, I couldn't take a trip down there anyway. I'm out, well, goddamn gonna stay closer to home, either go to Indiana or Illinois. And I'm just using them two schools as an example, just using the distance because them schools trash, but I'm just using them as an example. See what I'm saying? So it has started to get, as they say, parity. Football is starting to have a little parity. See, Clemson is not, you know what I'm saying? They starting to look suspect now. See what I'm saying? Competition and coaching was at its highest in all time. I agree. I agree with that. I agree. We went 10-2, lost to Auburn, Cam Newton had Alabama beat that. Look. Right. Hey, salute with it. Salute with it. Much respect. Appreciate you tapping in. Man, we just having a little fun tonight talking about it. The panel, like I say, the panel is open if anybody want to come up and predict how your team is gonna do tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that, or just talk. You can talk bad about my team. I don't give a fuck, man. We're just having fun, you know what I'm saying. Then, hey, bro, hey, y'all gonna, hey, Ant, y'all better put a thumping on his ass this weekend just to show him how bad y'all, because he could have had y'all program on some good shit. Just think about it. He had Lamar at Louisville. Lamar could have been over there with Lamar could have been with y'all. Ooh, just imagine what Lamar would have did in the SEC with that talent. And when he would have got dang on real deal. Shit, I'm talking about he would have lit this bitch up if he'd been. But hey, that's for another day. For another day. But anyway, man, it's just like I said, man, back to it. I just wish that we just had better I wish Notre Dame, man, because growing up, because like I say, man, I grew up basically between two states, Alabama and Ohio. But regardless of where the fuck you stay at in the United States of America, NBC is gonna show you fucking Notre Dame. I don't give a shit. And Notre Dame used to be fucking good. They weren't great, but they at least be good back in the day. Hell, you grew up thinking Rudy. See what I'm saying? They push Notre Dame to your face. You may either love the motherfuckers or hate them, but at least they were good. Man, the motherfuckers being trash because they trash, now they overrated. It hurts. They need to be good. We need to have more, like I said, we need to have way more competition in college football, man, because it just, it's not right. That's why I'm more of a throwback type of guy when it comes to sports. I like how everybody was good back then. Like I say, that's just like in the NFL. Shit, the NFL, man, you come about this motherfucker, you already know who's gonna win. You already know who's gonna be the good teams, who's gonna be the trash team before the season even started. See what I'm saying? And if you ain't a fan of the goddamn good team, you really just like myself, you be like, hey man, NFL cool. See what I'm saying? My Browns trash. I ain't looking forward to motherfucker doing shit. So the NFL season, you just don't get hyped about it to the playoff time. But college football, like I say, it's just one of them things where it's any given Saturday. Any given Saturday. And then y'all gotta look at it like this, man. We are dealing with young men. The professionals, bro, they get paid, bro. They get paid to make them toe tap catches and them crazy ass catches in the end zone, you know what I'm saying, and hard runs and good tackles, and can kick that motherfucking field goal 63 yards in the wind and the rain and shit. They get paid to do that shit. They're supposed to do that shit. College football is so much passion and energy, man. I guess that's because I'm a passionate dude. And I cannot lie and sit here and say I don't wear my emotions on my sleeve. And that's a good thing and a bad thing when it comes to me. And that's just how college football is. College football make you have your emotions on your sleeve. it make you goddamn gonna do that. See what I'm saying? Like for real. See what I'm saying? And being down south, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. My alarm clock, I got the internal clock anyway for being in the military. But even if I didn't have an internal clock, my alarm clock is still set for 6:45 on a Saturday motherfucking morning, and I don't have to go to no work. I don't do none of that shit. Even if I wasn't coaching football, that motherfucker is still set for 6:45. I gotta get up. I gotta get myself together. You gotta take your little hour, 2 hours, get yourself together, however long it takes. Get yourself together, and then you like, okay, where's ESPN? Where's game day? Where's ESPN? Where's game day? Man, if you're a college football fan and you gonna tune into game day, that's like a ritual. Like serious, that's like a real deal ritual when it comes to goddamn on Saturday. And then you're gonna be tuned in, even if you don't like certain teams. Hey, you're gonna watch the motherfuckers just to see if they lose. That's how college football is, man. And I know every region is different when it comes to football, but I just know the South region is just, it's like we take that shit just way, way, way different. And I know here in Mobile, Alabama, shit, my nigga D can tell you on this one. Shit, here in Mobile, Alabama, bro, we take that shit. I'm just saying, my nigga, 4 years old. Niggas be like, what? 4 years old? Y'all start hitting at 4? Yeah, nigga, we start hitting at 4 years old around that bit. Y'all, sure do. And the babies be running in a whole 100 yard. 100 yard, y'all. We do real football. And we go to, it's real football from the age of what, 8 and up. 8 and up. You getting kickoffs and everything. See what I'm saying? Once you get to 9, you punt the ball and everything. See what I'm saying? So our kids, that's one thing about the South. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to football, these kids be so goddamn on advanced and so ready because they've been doing this shit all their fucking life. Just imagine, and it's a good thing and a bad thing because some of them does get burnt out. I will acknowledge that. But for the ones that don't get burnt out, when they get to the next levels, they be ready. See what I'm saying? But hey, that's another story for another day too. Man, I just want to say, man, thank everybody, man, for tuning in with your boy, man. Y'all could have been doing anything, man, around this way, especially on these YouTube streets on a Friday night. I know they wild somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I know it's wild around this motherfucker somewhere. But y'all could have been doing anything, but y'all tapped in with your boy for a little while, man. We just chopped it up football, man. Say, man, I didn't go over no point spreads and no shit like that tonight. I didn't do no coach pick'ems. I ain't do no coach pick'ems. I just went over, saying the top 25s, who they play tomorrow, and who I felt like was gonna win. So I'm saying it wasn't no, real deal in depth. It was just basically a casual conversation tonight, man. I ain't really want to go into too much in depth. See what I'm saying? Tomorrow night I will be doing a little, NCAA recap show on the top 25 and what else says, ooh, let me blow my whistle and throw a flag on myself. Boom, flag on the play. I am so sorry. I forgot to mention the HBCU game of the week, the Black College game. When I was speaking about black schools earlier, y'all tomorrow got dang on Jack State and Grambling play tomorrow. Woo! We got a battle of Dion versus Hugh Jackson. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. I want Dion to smash you. Freak you. Fuck you. You ran my dang on Browns to the damn goddamn dumpster. He the reason why we so nope. I appreciate you too, because you the reason why we got Myles Garrett and them. If it weren't for you, hey, we wouldn't have the talent that we got. So salute to you, Hugh. But I hope you do get smashed by Dion tomorrow. And see, I'm not a Jack State fan. Let me say that now. Excuse me. I am not a Jack State fan. I am not. But I got a former player that I've been knowing this little kid since he was 5 years old. I got a former player that played for them. So I got a little special little special place in my heart. But I'm Alabama State. You see what I'm saying? My people, all my people. Yeah, my wife went to Alabama State. She's an Alabama State graduate. See what I'm saying? So my family, you know what I'm saying, is Alabama Roll Tide, and it's goddamn gonna go Hornets. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, man. Anyway, like I said, man, salute to everybody, man. I just hope y'all enjoyed your time with me, man. And I just hope y'all, come tap in with me when I do go live. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start keeping this a little schedule See what I'm saying? Because I know once you start keeping the schedule, man, people can kind of be like, all right, I know Coach Mike got dang gonna be over there, so I can get away from the madness. Like I said, shit, it's a lot of YouTube madness going on and shit. I'm just trying to give you a free break and a little laugh. You know what I'm saying? For an hour, 30 minutes, however long it lasts, every Friday and Saturday night. That's how I'm gonna try to do it. So I'm saying, things come up to where you can't, but see, like I said, I'm gonna just try my best to do it for myself. If not just for y'all, but just for myself, because it does give me some time to, think about football. Because I also coach myself, and on Saturdays it be one of them days where I'm kind of like I'm kind of wishy-washy because I'm watching football, then I'm thinking about football, then I got to get myself prepared for football. Then depending on how the outcome of my game, that's my mood for later. So it just, Saturdays be a crazy day. So I thank everybody, man. I thank everybody. Salute, Jason. Salute, Jason. Hey, man, y'all got a cupcake tomorrow. Y'all better win by 50. Salute. Man, anyway, man, salute to everybody, man, that is tapped in with me, man. Salute to the people that are here in the future, man. Like I tell y'all, man, every day above that dirt is a blessing, no matter what. Stop all the stress, man. Y'all know the YouTube lingo. I ain't gotta keep telling y'all that. Hey, man, I hope to see everybody tomorrow, man. If not, man, see it is what it is. Say, man, have a great one tomorrow. Roll down Tide. See whatever team you root for. I hope they do what you want to do, but still on top of y'all team. Roll, god dang on Tide. Let's roll, baby. Salute. See y'all later on.